Let's face it, we live in a world where attraction isn't always fair, and that's not a bad thing. Here's the truth that most people are too afraid to say out loud. Younger women often find older men more magnetic. And no, it's not always about money or status. The secret lies in a man's masculine frame, that unshakable sense of self that exudes power, confidence, and mystery. Think about it. How many times have you seen a younger woman looking completely smitten with an older man while people around them scratch their heads? It's not a coincidence. Society pushes the idea that attraction is all about good looks or youthful energy, but the reality is that women, especially younger ones, are drawn to emotional maturity, steadiness, and a man who knows exactly who he is. Here's the kicker. Most men don't even realize how powerful this masculine frame can be, or how to cultivate it. They chase women aimlessly, hoping to impress them with shallow tricks, but that only leads to failure. When a man harnesses these timeless traits, the tables turn. Instead of chasing, he becomes the one being pursued. In this video, I'm going to reveal 5 game-changing secrets about the masculine frame that will make younger women chase older men. These aren't tired cliches or manipulative tactics. They're powerful truths rooted in understanding human nature and psychology. If you're an older man tired of feeling invisible or second-guessing your relevance in the dating world, this is your roadmap to becoming the confident, grounded man who naturally attracts younger women. By the end, you'll see why age isn't a disadvantage. It's a competitive edge. Forget about playing the game like everyone else. It's time to learn how to hold the cards, set the rules, and be the man women can't resist. 1. Why confidence beats looks every time. Let's crush one of the biggest lies men believe. Attraction is all about being good-looking. Here's a reality check. Looks alone don't seal the deal. A man's confidence, his unshakable belief in himself, can overpower even the most handsome face in the room. Women, especially younger women, aren't just drawn to six-pack abs or Hollywood jawlines. They're drawn to energy, presence, and a sense of security. Confidence tells her you know who you are and don't need anyone's validation to feel whole. That's powerful. Why? Because most guys out there are the exact opposite. They're uncertain, insecure, and seeking approval. Women can sense this a mile away, and let me tell you, insecurity is a complete turnoff. On the flip side, confidence exudes calm control and an aura of capability. It's not about perfection, it's about perception. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine 2 men walk into a room. One is visibly fit, fashionable, but nervous and overly eager to impress. The other? He's average looking, even a little older, but carries himself with calm authority. He smiles at people, not because he's seeking attention, but because he feels good about himself. 9 times out of 10, the younger woman will gravitate toward the second man. Why? Because confidence makes her feel safe, excited, and intrigued all at once. The secret is understanding that confidence doesn't have to be loud. It's not about bragging or putting others down. Instead, it's quiet assurance, a sense of knowing you belong wherever you are and that you bring value to every interaction. Want to supercharge your confidence? Start by mastering self-talk. The way you speak to yourself shapes how others perceive you. Stop criticizing yourself or obsessing over your flaws. Instead, focus on what you're great at and expand on those strengths. And here's a trick. Confidence grows when you embrace rejection. It's not about winning every time. It's about being okay with walking away. When you carry yourself with unapologetic confidence, she'll see you as a man in control of his world, and nothing is more magnetic than that. 2. The power of emotional resilience. Here's a harsh truth. Most men lose women's respect not because they lack money, looks, or status, but because they crumble under pressure. Emotional resilience is the secret weapon most men overlook, yet it's the very thing that keeps younger women fascinated by older men. Why? Because in a world full of emotional chaos, a calm, composed man is like a safe harbor in a storm. Let me break it down. Women are biologically wired to seek emotional stability. When a younger woman enters your life, she's testing, consciously or subconsciously, whether you can handle her world. Can you remain calm when she's upset? Can you avoid losing your temper when things don't go your way? Younger men often fall into the trap of reacting emotionally, which screams insecurity. But as an older man, you have a priceless opportunity to showcase your ability to rise above drama. Here's the controversial part. Younger women actually crave the thrill of emotional intensity, but not chaos. They want someone who can navigate emotions without losing control. A man who feels deeply but is never consumed by those feelings. Emotional resilience isn't about being cold or indifferent. It's about staying unshaken, no matter what's thrown at you. Let's talk practicality. How do you build this resilience? First, learn to pause before reacting. When someone tries to push your buttons, whether it's her, a friend, or even a bad day at work, take a moment to think before you respond. This simple habit will help you handle difficult situations like a pro. Second, embrace setbacks as growth opportunities. Life will test you, and your ability to bounce back not only builds character but demonstrates unbreakable strength. Imagine a scenario where she's testing your patience. Maybe she's teasing or provoking you to see how you'll react. Most younger men lash out or sulk, but an emotionally resilient man, he stays grounded, maybe even smirks knowingly, showing he's in control. That quiet confidence melts resistance and draws her closer. By mastering emotional resilience, you signal to her that you're not just an option. You're the rock she can lean on, the man who stays strong when the world feels like it's crumbling. And that, my friend, is irresistible. 3. Decisiveness, the secret weapon of mature men. Indecision kills attraction. Think about it. How can you lead, command respect, or even hold someone's interest if you can't make a simple decision? This is where many men, especially younger ones, fail miserably. They waffle between choices, waiting for others to decide for them, constantly second-guessing themselves. That's not leadership, and it's definitely not masculine. Here's the thing. Women are naturally drawn to decisiveness because it represents confidence, clarity, and leadership. When you take charge and make decisions, you create an environment where she feels secure and can relax into her feminine energy. Younger men often confuse her desire for input as a demand to control every outcome, but that's not what's happening. She wants to feel considered, but ultimately, she's looking to you to lead. It's not about always being right, it's about owning the choice you make and standing by it. Decisiveness shows you trust yourself, which in turn inspires trust from others. It also shows that you're not afraid of making a mistake because you know you can handle the consequences. That level of self-assurance, it's a rare quality and women notice it immediately. You have to understand something crucial. Indecision doesn't just signal uncertainty, it creates tension and frustration. When you hesitate, you not only waste time but also send the message that you lack confidence in your own ability to guide or solve problems. Women are intuitive, and this hesitancy triggers doubt about your overall capability. As a man, especially one with the life experience that comes with age, this is where you have an edge over younger, inexperienced guys. Use it. Be willing to make decisions quickly, with conviction, and watch how it shifts the dynamic in your relationships. Decisiveness isn't about dominating or disregarding her input. It's about demonstrating you can take control while respecting her feelings. It's a subtle yet powerful balance. Being a decisive man isn't just attractive. It's empowering for her because it gives her the freedom to focus on being her best self without carrying the mental load of what's next. Master decisiveness, and you'll not only stand out, you'll create a magnetic pull she can't resist. 4. Mastering subtle authority in relationships. Let's get real. Too many men are losing their edge because they bought into the idea that they have to minimize themselves to keep a woman interested. They go with the flow, let her dictate every move, and mistakenly believe that being agreeable is the same as being desirable. It's not. The hard truth is that the moment you hand over your authority in a relationship, you lose her respect. And without respect, attraction disappears. Being a man of authority doesn't mean dominating or controlling her. That's the mistake a lot of guys make when they finally try to assert themselves. They swing from passive to aggressive, thinking it'll earn them the upper hand, but in reality, it only pushes her further away. True authority is subtle. It's the quiet confidence of a man who knows his worth, sets boundaries, and leads with respect. If you're always waiting for her to decide where things are going, whether it's plans for the weekend or the future of your relationship, she's going to lose faith in your ability to lead. Why? Because you're not leading, you're deferring. And while she might tolerate it for a while, deep down, she's looking for a man who's steady, firm, and knows how to take charge. Let me give you some advice to wake up. Stop being afraid of conflict or disagreement. Being a man with authority means standing by your values and decisions. Even when they're not popular, it means making hard calls, not to control her, but to show her that you have a clear vision and a backbone strong enough to see it through. If this sounds like tough love, it is. Too many men are asleep at the wheel when it comes to asserting themselves in relationships. They think they're being nice or flexible, but they're really just avoiding responsibility. Wake up. If you don't own your role as a leader in the relationship, someone else will. Learn to embrace the weight of leadership with grace and patience. Build a dynamic where both of you thrive, where she feels protected by your strength, not stifled by it. Subtle authority isn't about controlling her, it's about controlling yourself first. 5. Authenticity is the ultimate masculine trait. Here's the final truth you need to understand. Nothing is more powerful or rare than a man who is truly authentic. Authenticity is the backbone of the masculine frame because it shows that you know yourself and are unapologetically committed to being real. Unfortunately, many men sabotage themselves by trying to impress women with personas they think are better than who they truly are. Let me tell you, there's nothing more exhausting, unattractive, or transparent than a fake. Think about how much energy you waste trying to mold yourself into what you think women want. Pretending to be richer, cooler, or more exciting than you really are might get you through the door, but it won't keep her interested. Women have an incredible radar for spotting inauthenticity, and when they catch a whiff of it, it triggers doubt, and doubt is poison in attraction. So here's the challenge. Can you be okay with just being you? No embellishments, no gimmicks, no desperate attempts to win her over. Authenticity doesn't mean throwing standards out the window. It means taking pride in who you already are, flaws and all, while continuing to improve. Ironically, what most men fear, that being themselves isn't enough, is what actually makes them irresistible when they lean into it. Here's why authenticity works. It builds trust. And trust is the foundation of any strong attraction. When you show up as your true self, you're saying to her, "This is me, take it or leave it." That kind of honesty not only disarms her, but it also sets you apart in a world full of tryhards and phonies. But authenticity isn't an excuse to settle or stop growing. It's an invitation to refine the real you. Take care of your physical, emotional, and mental health, not for her, but for yourself. Pursue passions and hobbies that make you feel alive. When you're in tune with who you are, it shines through in your energy, and women notice. The bottom line is this: women don't want perfection. They want real. If you show up authentically and pair it with the other traits we've discussed, confidence, emotional resilience, decisiveness, and authority, you'll be the kind of man they chase because, frankly, that's a man they don't find every day. Let's end with this. Younger women aren't chasing older men because of their money. They're chasing the rare traits that younger guys don't know how to embody yet. That's the cold truth most people won't admit, but it's why mastering your masculine frame is so powerful. Now it's your turn. Share your experiences or thoughts in the comments. Have you noticed the dynamic shifting when you embrace these traits? Let's keep this conversation real and raw. I'll be reading your comments, and who knows, I might even reach out to help you one-on-one.